major PulseChain news alerts and events coming your way, baby dolls. We have a big marketing campaign that feels like it's about to start. I know the price is being suppressed, but I'm going to go through and crank on it here with you. We have the PulseX Conference kicking things off. Thank you to Mr. RH Maxi. The PulseX Conference fans has run. It's run for 6.5 hours. I think they're starting day 2 now. So we have a lot of community members and stuff coming out here, sharing all their thoughts, ideas, discussions. Very bullish on the chain. Oh, our favorite doctor's even made an appearance over here. Thank you to everyone out there. So the community is still alive, friends. It's still alive. Barely breathing, but still alive. Nah, no, we're barely breathing, but we're still here, man. We survived everything. We survived everything. Don't worry about price suppression stuff. That's what we're here for. PulseX, real DeFi, real utility. I got more juicy things coming your way. But first, we got to crank it, don't we? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you to Mr. MVS Crypto for this. We're going to go through these news events. Check it out. So Richard Hart's helping hand. Richard Hart provided feedback for the PulseChain website, which is just reminding you of some updates and some things are going on, right? Suggesting some improvements and feature highlights, anti-scam resources. So this is pretty much his post when he did it out here. Goes on through. So friends, we're doing a recap, just showing you the news and everything that's happened this week. So we're making power moves here. And yeah, I know you're probably thinking, who cares about some website updates? Look, friends, you don't think like a freaking rich 4D dimensional chess playing billionaire, all right? You don't think like that, and I don't either. He thinks like, oh, I better not update the website because everybody will assume it's me. So what I'm going to do is post to the world to do these update suggestions, and then they'll go do it. Do you get it? All in the name of decentralization. Okay, so I just want you to know that's it. Oh, I actually replied under him. Cool, nobody figured it out yet. Tip, Richard puts suggestions out in the open. Public openness, transparency, everyone is included. Could also just be talking to himself. Decentralization enhanced. No VCs, no shadows, no secret insiders, no handout tokens, no paid influencers. PulseChain is the future. Here is me, Richard Hart, and our ping pongs out here. And then we have estrogen dye and, of course, pDAI. Oh, did I call it a ping pong coin? That's right. It doesn't stop, does it? Doesn't stop. Get used to it. I've got some big stuff coming for you as well. We're going to go through LibertySwap finance. Friends, there's so many things happening. My gosh. So Mo has done some paintings as well. The Mo mindset, not to be confused with the less mindset. We want Mo of it. Shared this update with a handmade Richard Hart portrait with a beautiful mixture of art and crypto. This is awesome, man. Wow, we got a Pikachu logo, and here's the first thing I noticed. And then we have an alien emoji here. Wow. So, man, this is great. This is awesome. The first thing I'm thinking about is like Ivan saying, you know, if you're in the cult, you're in the cult. It's not, friends. It's people expressing stuff. Don't worry about these words. Yeah, I use these as frameworks. Meme, cult, religion, they're framework terms. It basically, like, it's a number of people with passion. That's it. You multiply them bigger numbers, you get from a meme to a cult to religion. You start off as a JPEG, by the way, just a picture on the internet. Then the meme is like, oh, well, we've got an idea between ourselves, right? Then it becomes a cult, as in it's culture, where you're really like trying to spam it into the world to become culture. And then you upgrade, you ascend to Bitcoin status, which is neo-religion. Neo means new, like a new religion. Obviously, Bitcoin's a new religion, friends. You have everyone saving in it all the time, saying Bitcoin, the way, the truth, the light. Michael Saylor depicted, you know, with the saint and the religious affiliations and all these other relics and images used. So everyone's trying to get to that status, right? XRP have an army. Yeah, XRP army. It's another word for cult. XRP cult. Corridanzo have a cult. Yep. That's all here trying to do, power it on. So when you see art and culture and everything out here, thank you to Mr. Momo with the Mo mindset. Showing you, man, there's people here. Everyone's here. And also helps that everyone's got their faces out, right? Because you don't have it in other chains, friends. Have you gone and seen the Solana stuff, by the way? Pump Fund Token. Go watch them, friends. Go watch them. It's literally everyone's anonymous avatar, 21-year-old kid, probably popping benzos and snorting K in their off time, looking for something to believe in. They're sucking the toes of the LA vape cabal, sucking toes, sniffing feet. They're doing everything but enriching themselves. Everything. And they're faceless. And they're getting grifted and extracted. Okay, and you know what? That's okay. It's okay. It's their choice. But they've been priced in for perfection for a year and a half. PulseChain's been pooped on for 4 years. Where's the value? You want to be buying low or buying high? Well, I know. Most people, the crowd says, we actually want to be buying high. I know everyone thinks like that. Okay, dude, but buying high is a one-way ticket to Wreck City. It doesn't work. We're here for value. You see value. That's what I'm here to show you. Richard Hart's SEC milestone. Shout out to Nuclear Herbs and Veritia. They celebrated the corrupt SEC not appealing the dismissal against Richard Hart. Case closed. No fraud found, granting full legal clarity for HEX, PulseChain, PulseX. Remember, corrupt chairman Gary Gensler didn't even dare to go after the greenest logo in the cryptocurrency lands. All right, because he knows would have something been coming for him. All right, so all of these are now, I guess, legally okay, but you didn't really care about it. That's why it's priced in, fans. That's why you don't see a rush of people coming in, because people don't really care if the thing's legally allowed or not. Okay, Bitcoin did fine without it, but it's nice at least. You know, look, it's not just about that price appreciation, but think about it like everyone said this would never go away. Everyone in crypto, they were wrong. They said it'd never go away. They said Richard could never win. This thing's going to be here forever, and Richard's going to lose. Remember Eric Wall, friends? Eric, what's he doing most of his hours of the day? Sticking his tongue down Udi's throat. What's he doing with the other parts of the day? Dressing up as a wizard. And on weekends, writing essays about Richard Hart. Remember he had his predictions, friends? Eric, you did some pretty good predictions. And a lot of them were actually pretty good. A lot of them were accurate. That's why it's kind of scary, because he had a lot of predictions correct from like 2 years ago, and they were all coming true. And then the ones that didn't work were like he believed that, you know, SEC was going to throw the book at Richard and they were going to win, you know, and he was going to spend all the money in the world and still lose. But like, it's just telling you, man, like, that's why, friends, bears sound really smart. It's like, oh, this guy's winning and this guy's winning with their prediction. And then like, what now, you know? But there's still time, man. The prices are still cheap. Thank you to Mr. Nuclear Herb and I am very as well. HEX Scout has done an EU expansion to the estrogen union themselves for the charity and funding of a major marketing campaign, redesigning the website. That's beautiful. I'll just show you their post out here. Here is HEX Scout. So they have any websites? Wow, text, white pages, logos. Yay, awesome. Next, we have Gerardo, baby old Gerardo, friends. Remember Gerardo, one of the crowd favorites from PulseChain community, hosted a live session with the Surf team. Okay, so you have the post out here. Here's Gerardo. Thank you to him and the Surf team out here. Where is Gerardo? And I've actually, friends, I've just gone through. I've found an incorrect, racist tier list. All right, I don't even know what the tier list is of. It's just got the tier list. I've noticed my head here. This is the incorrect tier list, sirs. Luckily for you, I've actually made the real tier list, and it's right here. S plus. There you go. Man, I hope to God one day. Please, God, if you guys, please, if you guys ever make it to one of these big conferences, like a Bitcoin thing, I'd ask you one thing. You want to troll everyone? Just try to get this image, right? This or my peg nipples, or both. If you have, there's 2 slides. There's usually 2 slides for the crowd. One of them, put the real crypto YouTube tier list. And the other one, right, just put my peg nipples. They'll know what it means by then. By the time you do it, hopefully PTGC's already hit $1, so they'll know what it means. They're like, stop reminding me of that Ponzi coin I could have made a 200x on if I just bought and believed. I love this, man. It's all. I love this. This tier list is so good, friends. You know this tier list, by the way, something interesting, right? How it even got popular in crypto was crypto people were using this stuff, and they were just rating countries and they were rating food. They're like rating cities. They're like, yeah, France sucks or Paris sucks. They were just saying stuff like that, right? I have no context with these. Or they'll be like, oh, the best Italian food. And like people got really cut. It didn't matter what it was. It's just funny because you would think something like this, you know, we're ranking crypto people. No. It didn't start by ranking crypto. We started just ranking other stuff. And then that made made people start doing crypto from it. Next thing, PulseChain's winning jockeys. We have some influencers out here moving around, pumping out the chain. Real life, wow, these logos out here actually winning. So that's very lovely to see. It kind of blows your mind when you just see the real logos out in the real world. Like, remember the Thailand one? They had "Welcome to PulseChain, we love you." I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it's kind of like it's hitting reality because our lives are all digital. They are. I mean, even friends, learn from the Zoomer kids. The Zoomer kids, they just have international friends all the time because they don't think, oh, I'll never see them in real life. They don't think that. They think, yeah, I'm with them like 40 hours a week. You know, I'm closer to, you know, my friend who's, you know, maybe a North Korean refugee living in Japan on Pokemon Island. Okay, that's the world's changing. Crypto, digital money, digital currency. It's awesome to see PulseChain. All these other things, all these other facets of life. But this is just speaking true to the marketing, friends. Remember HEX? Do you remember the HEX taxis? I know everyone remembers OGs, but friends, this is what blew everyone's mind. Everyone called HEX a Ponzi at the start because well, there were HEX taxis, friends. HEX taxis back. That's genius, man. It's funny to see because in crypto, it was just Bitcoin and tech. And then they're like, what? Why are you marketing to the rest of the world? That's what blew everyone's minds because Bitcoin didn't have that. It was the first Genesis thing. So it just went up on pure belief and like the scripture, you know? It's kind of like, friends, like the Bible. The Bible doesn't have movie posters and theaters telling you, and no one makes trailers for the Bible. Like imagine you're a billionaire. What do you do in your spare time? You made movie trailers for people in the movies to watch a trailer, now read the Bible. You know what I mean? So it's kind of funny because the Bible just, you know, basically sells itself from all the stories. So that's why the industry's changing, but that's what happens when you're not first. You have to try way harder to market. Here we have some news about bots. Solid Trader bot enabling fast trading and things out here. So all aspects of DeFi and everything on PulseChain. I wish everyone the best, man. I just want all of us to pump. We have LibertySwap gave a USDT upgrade. LibertySwap have rolled out an instant USDT bridging to PulseChain assets, unlocking billions in liquidity. Friends, that account could be Richard. Okay, it speaks exactly like him. It was arguing with Stylo, and it basically put Stylo in his place. And I was reading it. Stylo, by the way, thank you for commenting and replying back to the comment. We'll go through this a bit later. I'll show you. I'll read through. Actually, you know what? While we're here, we'll go through it now. Now I'm gonna go through it here. I'm gonna show you. I'm like, because I'm here 18 hours a day. I can tell when someone is really smart talking now. I'm just here 18 hours a day. Okay, I'm not saying that I have this amazing gift. I'm just here 18 hours a freaking day, man. I know when someone sounds not a normal human being. So first message, okay? It says, we bank on HEX. We bank on deflationary sound money PulseChain. USDC and USDT on PulseChain are unfreezable. DEXs offer deep liquidity and are fully permissionless. The future of PulseChain is looking bright. It's really Richard Hart tone stuff. So there's a part here. USDC and USDT on PulseChain are unfreezable. Okay. Then, by the way, thank you to Mr. Lucky Luke for posting this picture I made. Cuck and Soilana in the cuck chair. All right. Look at Stylo. USDC and USDT on PulseChain are absolutely freezable. What are you talking about? No, they are unfreezable. Okay, let's continue. So I'm reading it. I'm like, interesting. Let's go. Stylo. It's true that the placeholder token for USDC and USDT are bridged into PulseChain. They can't be frozen, but nothing stops them from freezing the tokens in the bridge and making them worthless. So I ask again, what are you talking about? Look what he replies. Freezing a smart contract like the PulseChain bridge would set a dangerous precedent affecting DeFi as a whole. Major protocols like Uniswap, Curve, and Balancer all use pooled contracts holding USDT and USDC. Freezing those would disrupt the ecosystem. To date, Tether and Circle have never frozen tokens inside these DeFi protocols, and they legally cannot. So I'm reading this, and I'm thinking in my mind, oh no, man, I hope they don't do it out of spite. But this is where it goes wild. Stylo, show me the law, how it applies, and why it wasn't used to protect Tornado Cash users. Because last time I checked, all it takes is an order from a judge for Circle and Tether to start freezing whatever they want. Look what he replies. May I ask if USDC and USDT were frozen inside the Tornado Cash contract? Interesting. So it's basically saying when Tornado Cash was officially illegal by the US government, the OFAC, you can't use Tornado Cash. Remember they did that? Tether and Circle still did not freeze their currencies in the contracts. Interesting. They left them there. They didn't touch them. Very interesting. Then we have a bit of like, a bit of negative vibes from Stylo saying, trying to say it can't happen because it hasn't happened isn't an argument for why it's not possible. Fact is they can do whatever they want for a reason. I'd still like to know which law you were citing. So yeah, friends, it's a matter of faith, man. Here's the thing. Everything's like that. It's like I could be telling you, yeah, Coinbase could be running a Ponzi. BlackRock could be trying to basically kill crypto from within. They could go and do all these things right now. My friends, the government really could right now say you're not allowed literally to say deposit to Bitcoin without like a 20% tax that leaves your bank account if you want to go touch. They could go and do things like this. But you got to ask, why would they? So that's more from LibertySwap. I've got more posts and stuff coming out here. LibertySwap friends got cracker things. All right. Minek has shouted out KD, brother KGD from Internet Money. Gave a big shout out. And even Patrick Bet David for featuring him as a top crypto DeFi expert. Hats off, sir. That's awesome. So obviously Patrick Bet David is a male KOL influencer. Here he is, this brother KG as well. So you have Patrick Bet David, there's a lot of crossover. Mr. Funding Jim, Mr. Gary Woods knows him as well. So, man, I hope we just pop. We know everyone. It's like everyone knows about us. Hex Rally win. Pro drift driver Joachim rocks the Hex branded Toyota at the Norwegian Drift Championship. Wow. There we go. Hex on the car. Hopefully this one wins something. It's beautiful. Here we have PulseChain unicorn status. SpaceAuctions have shared an amazing PulseChain breakdown with Scotty Boo Melker declaring it a true unicorn, a layer 1 flawless with 100% uptime and US legal clarity. So I want to say also a big thank you to Scotty Boo Melker. Also thank you to Mr. SpaceAuctions. This is wonderful, sir. Thank you. So here's Scotty Boo Melker, friends. Scotty Boo Melker, I know, sir, because at least he engages with the community, and I tell him all the time as well. I message him. I go, man, it's just like, Hex, PulseChain community. It's like super rabid cult stuff, just like XRP, just like Cardano, just like early Bitcoin. Early Bitcoin is called cult and stuff out here. The value's there, no matter what anyone says. Here we have Tiger's TikTok trending. That's awesome. Everyone trying to get out to TikTok out here. More PulseChain KOLs branching out. Instagram, TikToks, just to get it out. But yeah, I'll tell you right now, friends, the thing is, right now, you're doing the outbound sales stuff. This is what the perspective is, yeah? Because crypto's not pumping for altcoins, yeah? So if it's like you're cold calling people, you go into their neighborhood, right? But when crypto actually makes some retailers rich, which is what it will be like, it'll be like you are the only girl at a bachelor party, okay? And you've got orange juice and you're wearing clear heels. And you've got a Pokemon Audi as well. Okay, so all the dudes want to be around you. The girl doesn't have to say anything. Okay, you just got to walk around and just everyone be like, "Oh my gosh, is that orange juice in her hand?" Everybody would just be like, "Whoa!" You literally got to do nothing. That's when green candles are here. Right now, it's like you're the Jehovah's Witness guy going around like, "Hello, sir. Would you like to talk about a ping pong coin? Can I interest you in that?" That's what it sounds like. PTGC World Rank Crypto Corey celebrated the Grays currency hitting 437 on CoinGecko Global Crypto Rankings. That's awesome for the PTGC. It is an alien SuperCycle, of course, overall. DRT Book Club TamTam shouts out an excellent stream by Hex Space Force and Willy Boo Steven on the DGen Roundtable to discuss books. I mean, can't get more sexy than that, can you? Economics, crypto, and PulseChain. Here is the lovely TamTam with her post out here. This is beautiful. Here we have a comment from Timmy Boo Harris. Are you doing okay? I noticed on some of your posts, the comments are turned off. Yeah, Tim. So it's hard for girls, man. Like because we're guys, we're just used to copping shit all the time. We don't care. You know what I mean? For a girl, it's different, man. when they cop the negativity, it's like, because girls, they wake up every day. You ever met a smart girl pretend to be dumb? It's I feel so sad for it, because it's like, because that guys are intimidated by the smart girl, so they went, hey, oh my gosh, did I accidentally bend over and drop the baseball on the floor? You know what I mean? So, like you can see what she had for freaking dinner through her butthole, and then it's like, hey, I just got new shoes. You know what I mean? So it's just a different life. They live their different life. So with us, well, I'm like literally like a freaking brick wall, just getting smacked. We don't care. It gets to everyone. We tend to forget that there are people on the other side of this stuff. That's why no one ever says this stuff in real life. It's just always it's just words on the internet. And all of this is all because we're waiting for a sweet, sweet green candle, which I know is coming. Beautiful as well. We saw a PulseChain Meet-Up party. Wild SJ, everyone out here. The lovely Georgia is out here. Everyone coming out and cranking. See PulseX out. We've got a PulseX Conference. We have this gentle sir out here calling the waiter. That's what I do as well. I'm like, hey. I asked for sparkly water, not tap. I don't talk like that, friends, by the way. I'm very, very nice at the restaurant. So, man, I feel sorry for you people in hospitality. I don't know how you're allowed to sit there and not just elbow that person in the head. Like, there are people who literally go to restaurants just to talk down to people. Waiter! I asked for mildly cold, not Antarctic cold. That's the life. Here we have my long-lost brother as well, Mr. Luigi, Joshy Boo. And we have Funding Jim Gary's long-lost cousin as well. I love his man. I hope he's getting a kick out of this, you know what I mean? There's real people, friends. They're real people. They're real people. You don't have this in other chains. You don't. Friendly reminder as well, our PulseChain Sacrifice Treasury, right? We have a spot on the SIR, which is the Strategic Ethereum Reserve out here. Thank you to PulseChain News and Talk. They posted about it. So remember, on the Strategic Ethereum Reserve, the Sacrifice Treasury is there. Remember, friends, everyone's like really, really, really jaded. Like even Ivan said, oh, the money's not yours. It doesn't have to be spent and stuff out here. Here's PulseChain Sac, 166,000 Ethereum. Ah, man, we're waiting for the next phase. Now, some eerie, strange things we're going to go through as well. And before that, we'll crank it just a bit. Now, there's a rumored Richard Hart wallet had 80,000 Bitcoin in it, just moved 20,000 BTC. So it started mining in 2011, roughly around the time he was. It moved it, as we've heard about this a lot as well. Thank you to Mr. Grand Inquisitor. Get in, loser. We're going to Mars. Thank you. Mood. Pretty sure LibertySwap Finance don't have that fat of a liquidity to accommodate big malls move yet. So what do I mean by that? Well, here's the thing, sirs, and madams as well. If that, let's say, of the 80,000 BTC, let's say 20,000 wanted to bridge into PulseChain, okay? If you use Thor Swap, I think it's a 1% fee if you use Thor Chain. So that's a lot, man. If you're moving 20,000 BTC, you got to pay 200 Bitcoin in a fee, right? So the slippage to move it around is huge. That's why we might see LibertySwap accommodate to that, where they just have no fees for a while to get all the big money in. Kind of funny. That's why, now, actually, that makes sense why Richard took off the bridge fee for whales to get in. Because, like, because if you're going to move, like, $10 million in, right, it's annoying to put, if you're going to move $10 million to put a fee in that, you're paying 30 grand just to bridge in. That would be the 30 grand fee, $30,000 just to click bridge onto a fee. I know you got 10 million, but that's probably one of the reasons why it was disabled at the time. I don't know if it's back up yet. We'll see. I hope one day we just do see that some of this stuff is bridging into PulseChain. What's he going to do with it? I don't know. No one knows what he's going to do. Some rumors, though, they're just rumors, could have something to do with pDAI and pWBTC. They could have something to do with that. The Bitcoin to be used there. Remember, pWBTC is all the people's Bitcoin. There are only 150,000 of them. So I'll show you the chart here. This is pWBTC. It's about $584. Okay, hopefully this goes to peg to the BlackRock BTC, about 200x higher. Here is let's look at the ratio of pWBTC to pDAI ratio. It's quite stable, okay? So it was expensive up here. Maybe it's come down to be cheap, and then pWBTC will be cheap, but we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. Remember, once again, there are not 21 million of these. There are only 150,000, and one of the Richard Hart rumored confirmed wallets already has 40,000. Just basically one selection that we can see. So the thing is more scarce than you think. Also, remember, Richard Hart made a post many years ago saying, I found out how to transfer value without transferring or selling your coins or whatever. So it leads us to believe maybe it has something to do with the chain, moving money around. And he said, I'm going to let the regulators shoot themselves in the foot first before I tell you how. So that's why it could be a way for him to access money of his Bitcoin without selling it, you know? Because if he wanted to sell, 20,000 BTC, let's say he wanted to sell 10,000 of it, yeah, government's going to get like a third, right? But maybe there's another way to access it. We'll see how it plays out. Now, big things are coming for the chain, friends. And for that, let's crank it a bit. LibertySwap, 40 plus blockchains and layers will come to PulseChain. This now they have a purple tick from it. This purple tick, it's expensive. I think it's something like $2,000 a month. I forgot how much it is. It costs like $2,000 a month on Twitter just to be a registered thing. So it's like money's been thrashed into this, right? And Richard Hart tweeted about LibertySwap. And I've just shown you the messages, which we'll go through. So they're adding more PulseChain. Look at this. The more routes we integrate, the more blockchains and layers we support, the more dApps we connect with, the more transaction volume flows through. And then the more private our protocols become. Big. It becomes harder for wallet trackers to violate your financial privacy rights. Market makers love us. Traders love us. Ordinary people love us too. And we're still only at phase 1, not phase 2 yet. Privacy is normal. By the way, baby dolls, how do they get this receipt emoji? It actually says receipt in there. Receipt. Is that like another phone thing to get that weird emoji, Interesting. How do you get that? Or maybe that's a Twitter one. Maybe that's a Twitter receipt. We'll see. And we're still only at phase 1, not even phase 2 yet. Privacy is normal. So here we have phase 1, development phases. This is pretty much, I think this might be a snapshot of the roadmap. Yeah, of the pieces of it. Where phase 1 focuses on cross-chain swaps and send functionalities between PulseChain and other blockchains. Phase 2 plans to integrate additional privacy routes and services, enhancing the platform's privacy features. Man, I've been speaking about this privacy thing for PulseChain. I've been speaking about it literally since 2023. My gosh. Wow, might actually be finally a reality. So remember, you're sitting on the sidelines. You go, hey, what is all that? It just means, okay, right now, right now how it's annoying for everyone. You've got to go to Ethereum. You've got to bridge money in. You've got to wait for the bridge to go through and do all that. Well, no more. Okay, no more do you need to do that. Also, check out Zach, who just posted this as well. Fury's lying. I'm too busy clicking sell. This is gold. Thank you, Zachy Boo. Putting together simple APIs for wallet and dApp integration. At this pace, access to PulseChain will soon be available on many popular wallets and dApps. Wow. Let me show you. So I've made the post here, right? LibertySwap Finance. If you go to LibertySwap, so I'll just show you the website. So LibertySwap.finance, friends. This is what it looks like here. LibertySwap Finance, okay? LibertySwap Finance. Do you see how now, this is wild, okay? So Richard links a website. It's got golden ticks. It speaks and responds like him. It knows a bit. It's someone smart here, okay? If you go to the drop down, not to be confused with the drop up, it has pDAI and pWBTC in the freaking drop downs. All right? And they're last. It's like, I feel like they were put last on purpose. Because if you go check out the other dexes, they're like, oh, let's, there's a pDAI cult and stuff out here. Let's put them first. So because they're always buying off this stuff. They're going out of the way to put them last. But you have pXDC, USDL, the Coast stablecoin as well, CST, the core coins. This is Estrogen DAI on PulseChain, right? He's Estrogen USDC on PulseChain. So that's very interesting, isn't it? So yeah, friends, now when everyone says, oh, I want to buy, I want to do this, yeah, man, they connect straight in. There you go. Just go to one website. It does the bridging, it does the swapping, and then you have the destination address as well. So yeah, you can put in the destination address, like yourfriendsomi.pls. That's what it would be. Obviously, everyone has the you copy paste your address in. That's Nice. No longer we have to do that bridging. Like I said, go on through and then wait. That's like the standard analog version. Now we're going to have this, which is literally like I've shown you a screenshot. Look how cute these pictures are. LibertySwap, right? Someone swapping USDC on a Coinbase, and you can just move it onto the PulseChain side. So there are other things. They've got other chains, right? They've got Solana, Solana, Binance, Arbitrum. I guess that's what they've literally let. Hey, we're going to connect all 40, everything. You'll be able to come on through. And probably, friends, they'll even allow Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin comes in. I don't know where the liquidity is going to route through though. That's another thing, and how that's all going to work. But yes, all in time. Here we have the actual post. So a friendly reminder, LibertySwap has pDAI and pWBTC in the front page drop-down menu. It was posted by Richard Hart's Twitter. It'll let you swap from many chains into the PulseChain tokens. Supporting Coinbase, Binance, Solana, Arbitrum, pUI. And now everyone in the world can buy. You can already buy PulseChain core coins through this bridge. So it looks like we really are starting that next phase soon. Or right now, it's actually happening. Shout out to Mr. Durty Crypto for this lovely post as well. He has his post from a while, friends. This is a rumor theory as to how the next phase of pDAI stuff happens. He believes the emergency stability module, whatever it is, MakerDAO gets uncold. The VATs will open, the games will begin. You will have 99 and Decentralized Me to explain how it happens. He says, number one, you'll be able to purchase pDAI on Ethereum. Number two, there'll be mass exchange listings. So Binance, Kraken, OKEx, Coinbase, new capital, liquidity. Number three, PulseChain will have single-side staking. Now, this is interesting. 99 Capital, he posted in the chat. Remember, friends, I showed you. He said the way this is being set up is that you can stake your Pulse PLS single side, and it will be defending the peg whenever you do that. I wonder what that means. You stake it, single side Pulse, you earn yield, and somehow that's holding up the peg or something. So we'll see how that plays out, right? Number four, the origin address can back pDAI with its 90% supply of Pulse, PulseX, and HEX as collateral. Not sure exactly unless the MakerDAO thing comes back, right? The return of the PulseX yield farms come back, thicker liquidity. Lending protocols rise from the ashes, Aave and Compound. Upgraded MakerDAO fork, pAI assists with the majority of the peg legwork. A specific rumored billionaire and his buddies, Richard Hart, assist in maintaining the peg. Bitcoin from 2011 just got sold for billions, dormant since 2011. I wonder who was mining Bitcoin back in 2011. Potential for Elon, Trump, Vitalik, CZ to be involved as well. So that's why I showed you those big wallets and stuff moving. We still have Godwhale lurking, 150,000 plus units of Ethereum. So thank you to Mr. Durty Crypto. And there's been another protocol, friends. Remember, there's been a BetterBank protocol come up. I'm wondering if it's Richard's same, like, creation stuff, BetterBank. Just be careful with these, friends. I can't vet any of these. I don't know how to check code. I've got no idea, all right? But this is Durty Crypto. BetterBank is one of the main lending platforms for pDAI, Pulse, and PulseX I'm paying attention to. BetterBank is an Aave v3 fork where the interest rates are dynamic. The more activity, the higher the API. Yeah, so that's how you get the yield, right? It's based off supply and demand. If a lot of people like want to demand, borrowing of a coin, your interest rate of it when you supply it to them is high. But if heaps of people come in and if a lot of people supply with you, it goes down. That's pretty much how Aave works. It's set by the market price. I wonder if this is going to be it, friends, because, BetterBank, it sounds like a Richard Hart name as well. It's kind of like, let's use these terms like, bank and like Liberty Finance, but we'll see. I don't want to just say everything's him when I don't know, and these things, you just don't know, man. Could be code and bug and whatever. Remember this video, friends. I played it on Juicy News, but please just listen to this. Richard Hart saying, what do you got to do to get rid of non-believers?
What you want is you want to get rid of all the non-believers. And there's a couple ways to get rid of them, right? First way to get rid of them is let them dump the coin. Get the fuck out. Cool, you out? You sold? You're out now, right? All right, bring in the marketing. This asshole's out. Bring the marketing in. Let's go. Pump it, right? Fuck those guys. They didn't do anything for the ecosystem, right? So That's one way to get rid of them. Just let them sell. What you want.
There you go. That could be what we're seeing right now, you know. So putting it all together, friends. I know everything, man. We see Bitcoin's price going up. We want everything else to be thrashing up right now. I know, man. We all do, but this is the reality of it. We're still stuck in this channel. We're waiting for Ethereum to crank on up. I'm just gonna guessing. LibertySwap puts heaps more chain connections up, and once all of those are ready to go, then you be the big burst. That's what I'm just gonna guess. So it's literally as soon as people hear the message, they can literally go to a website, swap on through, and participate straight away. Bang. It doesn't matter if they're on Solana or Binance or where it's from, you know. I'm hoping that we have multiple exchange listings and stuff out here, but we'll see. More mysteries will be uncovered as we continue out here. Remember, Bitcoin and macro and everything's looking good so far. We just need a bit more time. Like, subscribe, belly button all. Catch you soon.